let's talk about the FOIL method for multiplying polynomial, the FOIL. The F stands for first, and then the O is outer, and then the I is inner, the L is last. How's that work? Very simple. So let's say I have A plus B multiply A plus B multiply C plus D. So the first is you have A times C, right? A times C. Okay, so this is A times C. This will be the first. And then what about the outer? The outer will be the two numbers in the outer layer. First outer, so that will be A times D plus A times D. So this is O, outer. And then inner will be the two letters inside. So this will be inner, B times C. And then plus, the last one is last, okay? And then B times D. B times D. So FOIL, first, outer, inner, last. With a little bit of practice, like I said in the previous videos, you don't need to draw lines like that anymore. But the first couple problems, I will draw the line for you. Okay, what about the next one? The next one is the first will be A times C. So this is A times C, and then A times D, right? So A times D, watch me. So A times D, A times minus D, positive times minus, then that will be minus AD. And then B times C, minus B plus C, minus BC, and then minus B times minus D. So that will be a minus will be a plus BD. So first, outer, inner, last. That's how this works. Do you always need to draw line? I don't recommend drawing lines like that. Otherwise, the work will look very messy. Okay, let's do a problem. So the first problem, how about I try a 3x plus 5 times x minus 6. How's that? 3x times x, 3x times negative 6. Let's do it. So 3x times x is, you know what, you can do like 3x times x. We do an extra step. And then plus 3x times minus 6. So that's first and then outer. And then how about in inner? 5 times x, right? 5 times x. 5 times x. And then 5 times minus 6. Okay? So 5 times 6 and then 5 times minus 6. Inner, last. Clean that up. You have 3x squared plus, oh, it's not plus, it's a minus 18x plus 5x minus 30. Clean up the two line terms in the middle. You have 3x squared minus 13x minus 30. You can box that. That is your final answer. Let's try one more. How about 5 minus 3x, 7 plus x, that is equals to, first will be 5 times 7, and then plus 5 times x. Okay, if you want lines, I can do lines for you. 5 times 7, 5 times x, and then you have negative 3 times 7, and then negative 3x, right? You know what I'm talking about. Negative 3x times x. And then you have a plus negative 3x times 7. Hey, where is that plus came from? I just use a plus. The reason is, once you take the negative 3 times 7, that is negative, right? The negative and the positive will just turn to a negative, okay? I do the plus in there because the plus is like just putting nothing in there. If you get a plus, all right, plus remains as a plus. If you get a plus minus, that becomes a minus. So basically you put a plus in there and then you do the multiplication and then the sign will do the job for you. All right, last one, plus negative 3x times x. But if if you are experienced, you can just do, hey, I can see that the last one is negative 3x squared, perfect. That means you are all good with the FOIL method. 35 plus 5x minus 21x minus 3x squared. Negative 5 minus 21. You know what? You can just leave it as like that. So 35 minus 16x minus 3x squared. I am totally fine with that. In case they want this to be in descending order, then you let the highest exponent goes first, and then the first degree, and then the constant. In case they want it to be written in this way, I am fine with the one in the box. Okay, let's do another one. How about 3x minus 2y multiply x minus 4y? 3x times x plus 3x times minus 4y. Do you still need the line? I recommend you to do this without the line. And then plus minus 2y times x plus minus 2y times minus 4y. Clean this up. 3x squared plus minus, you see that? This will just do the job for me. Minus 12 xy minus 2 xy. Can I do yx? It is not wrong, but usually they put it in an alphabetical order as well. X, Y, Z, right? X first, Y second, and then Z last. And then plus ay squared. Two line terms in the middle, negative 12 minus 2, so that will be 3x squared minus 14 xy plus ay squared. That one I will just leave it as it is, and then not to like do the descending order. Let's do one more. How about I do a 2x squared times 2x minus 5 times x plus 1. They are all multiplication. You can FOIL the two parentheses first, but I prefer to do the distribution first. So 2x, 2 times 2, 4, x times x, x to the third, 2 times 5, 2 times negative 5, negative 10, x squared. Then you have a binomial. You multiply to another binomial. Okay, let's draw lines, but I recommend you to do it without a line. So the first will be 4 first outer, right? So that is 4x to the third times x plus 4x to the third times 1. And then, moving on, you have a negative 10, the x, negative 10, the 1. Okay, so that is, I will use a plus again, because the negative will do the job for me. X squared times x, and then plus negative 10x squared times 1. Okay, this is almost done. So 4x, 1 plus 3, fourth power. 4x to the third, and then plus minus, that becomes a minus 10. 1 plus 2 power, that is a third power, minus 10 x squared. Any line terms? Yep, the 2 in the middle. So you have 4x to the fourth minus 6x to the third minus 10x squared. Yep, there we go. That's it. Okay, so in this video, we just discussed the FOIL method. First, outer, inner, last. As always, with a little bit of practice, you do not need to draw lines like this. You can just do the FOILs method, and then sometimes you can even skip these two lines with a little bit of practice. Trust me, when you do your homework after you solve like 3 to 4 problems, when I give you this multiplying two binomial, you can get straight to the answer. That is what you are expected to do in your future math classes. Assuming this is your first time learning it, with some practice, you are expected to see this and then get to this step immediately. All right, so to do that, you have to do your homework. All right, so that is the end of this video. In the next video, I will introduce another method for multiplying polynomial. I will see you there.